morning everybody, welcome to the Crafters Log number 15. My name is Alex and I live in Yorkshire in the UK, and this is my crafting journey for the week. I used to call it a knitting podcast and I used to do a fortnightly podcast, but then I started doing more crafts and it's kind of evolved into a vlog style, sorry, you're not quite straight, a vlog style crafting journey is what I now call it. I do knitting, crochet and cross stitch at the moment. You're still not straight. And I'm really enjoying that. It won't always be like that because, like everything, our crafting journey always evolves. But for now, that's what it is. And the reason I do vlog style is I find it much easier at the moment. I run a small business, which is my yarny corner. I'm incredibly busy. So vlog style works really, really well, where I'm not trying to create content for a fortnightly podcast. Any podcaster will tell you when you do a fortnightly podcast, you find yourself creating content for it and not always doing what your heart tells you to do. And I did that for a little while and I realised that I was casting things on for content rather than casting them on because I wanted to work on them. So that's why, well, not the reason, but part of the reason I went for vlog style. I could share what I was working on. It may not be to everybody's taste, but that's what I want to work on at that moment in time. And the vlog style works really well. I sort of run it Monday to Thursday. I can pick up the camera for a few minutes each day and bring out a weekly video, which a lot of you seem to like. And you see a little bit more of my daily life, not just my crafting. So that's the reason for the Crafters Log. So it is Monday, which means it's goal day. First of all, I do have, I'm going to show you this because I do want to start talking about it. This is my cross stitch journal. This was given to me for I think it was my Christmas present by my lovely friend, and I didn't want it to be just another notebook that I would half fill and then never use. So I've decided this is my cross stitch journal. I started it on the 1st of January and I'm writing down my stitches for the day. Now, my stitching numbers aren't important to me. On the same side of it though, I do find it really interesting. And with being a new cross stitcher, it's helped me to understand projects that I might really like by how many stitches I've put on them in a month, or what my average stitches are. So if I'm choosing a project that may be huge, I know that it's going to be a commitment of, say, time for 2 years, 3 years. I kind of am more aware. So it's not about me showing off how many stitches I've done. Absolutely not. It's about me being more aware of what I cross stitch, what I like to cross stitch, and how long things realistically take. Knitting takes a really long time if you're making garments. Cross stitch is another level of patience and that's what I've learned. So I've written down my stitches and what projects I've done every single day, and that gives me a really good idea of what I'm enjoying, which is a massive thing. Because when you do any craft, you see something, you think, I really like that, I really want that. Then you start it and then you might not enjoy it. And you just carry on and push through and push through. And because you haven't acknowledged that, you know, I suppose like when you journal in day-to-day life, if you don't acknowledge that maybe you didn't enjoy it so well, you're just going to pick that kind of same project again. So I'm able to see what I'm liking. Does that make sense to anybody? It makes complete sense to me. So for January, I worked on 3 cross-stitch projects. I worked on Aurora Borealis. It's not Borealis, it's Borealis because it's a bear. I'll pop a picture on the screen. I brought that over from 2024 and I finished that on the 5th of January. And that was by Needle Lot Designs on Etsy. So I've worked on that project. I'm also working on my sheep pyramid. I'll pop a picture on the screen. This one is not getting many stitches. I'm not drawn to work on this one. But saying that, that's probably because it's such a small project. And I know that I can just use that as little fill-in, which is kind of what I've been doing while I've been working on my bigger projects. When I want something really bright, I've just worked on that one. So I've only ever put 100 stitches here and there in it. So, but it's nearly done. So I'll pop a picture on the screen of what it looks like. And I don't know if I've got a picture of where I am, but I'll show you what it looks like because it is nearly finished. I've also worked on the Secret Grove Sal. That is another Needle Lot Designs project. That is a mystery stitch along. I couldn't remember what it was called then. And that is running all the way until May. So I'm doing the clues when they come out and I'm making sure to have each of the previous clue done before the other one comes out. So I'll pop a picture on the screen of what I've got so far on that one. I always thought I was like, a monogamous cross stitcher. I've actually got 3 on the go, so maybe I'm not, but that's okay. And I'm also working on a helping hand. A helping hand is a Heaven and Earth Designs piece. It is artwork by Tom Allen. I'm doing it on 18 count Easy Guide Ada. And I'm doing it 2/1 full cross. It was a birthday present off my friend and I'm doing really, really well with it. So I'll pop a picture on the screen of the point that it's at now. So for January, I did 24,445 stitches. And I actually worked quite well across the board of all my projects. So I think I'm doing really well with the projects that I'm choosing at the moment. I think they're all things that I'm really enjoying. So that's my cross stitch. Now, my weekly goals. We are now in February. So I'm going to be writing down my goals for the week. And we shall how am I going to write it? Because I've got a daily planner. Yeah, I'll write it down as in goals for the week. So the new blanket clubs are available and the new colour has been released for the My Yarny Corner blanket. So I would like, there's 8 squares to do. I would like 4 of those squares done this week. So I'm going to say 4 squares NYC blanket. I'll write that down. And I'm writing it on the wrong day. It's Monday, isn't it? I'm writing it on Saturday. 4 squares NYC blanket. I want to try and catch up a little bit. I probably won't catch up altogether, but my canal boat blanket cal by At It 24, which is Lucy, I want to try and catch up with that. So I want part 1 finished by Wednesday. Wow, that might be a little bit extravagant. I want part 1 finished this week and we'll try and catch up with part 2 next week. So I think part 1 finishing by Wednesday might be a little bit much to ask. So part 1 of Canal Boat blanket finished. I'm not making cross stitch plans because I'll do what I can and I can't do any more than that. I didn't get a lot of stitching in it on yesterday. I just didn't manage to. So I'm not making cross stitch plans. I'm only making plans for my knitting and my crochet. But that's what I've got so far. So by that, I need to be doing a square a day on my blanket. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I need to be getting plenty of time into my canal boat. Blanket Cal. Would you like to see where that's at the moment? I'll show you. So, pop that back there. And I have been working on it over the weekend. I got a little bit and ahed a bit over this at the weekend, wondering if I'd chosen the wrong colours, because I wanted to do it really scrappy. And then I thought, have I gone too scrappy? Have I put too much scrappiness in it that it just looks a bit bleh? But that's kind of the effect that I wanted. So sometimes when you throw in a lot of colour at something and you first start with it, it does look a little bit, ooh, I don't know about this. But if you keep going, it really sort of comes right in the end. So I've decided to keep going. So this is where I'm at now. And this is part 1. So part 1 has 25 rows, I think. 32 rows. So I think, and I'm actually on row, that's not the pattern, that's the colour chart. I'm not sharing anything. I am on row, I've just done row 11, so I'm on row 12. So actually I think it's quite doable to finish this by Friday. If I end up being this Cal started on the 10th of January and I only started it on Friday. So if I'm 2 weeks behind, then I'm 2 weeks behind. It's absolutely fine. But I'm really enjoying it. It's lovely. I really, really like it. I love when you don't have to plan colour too much and you don't have to go out and buy packs for colour. I like to be able to use what I've got. Saying that, my friend is sending me some yarn because I didn't have a great deal of colours in acrylic stash. So my friend is sending me some. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. So those are the plans for the day. Right now, I've got some work to do because we had the shop update on Saturday, which is our monthly update. We do monthly updates. So first and foremost, thank you to those of you that did come to the update on Saturday. We so appreciate your support. We really, really do. It makes a huge difference to support a small business. And just thank you so much for coming and supporting us on Saturday. We're going to be getting those orders shipped out today. So I'm going to go and do that now. And then I shall come back. And hopefully I will have a square to show you.
I don't know if the camera's a bit jolty because I'm trying to rest my arms so it doesn't.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
It's a brand new day.
What day are we on?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday today, midweek. Happy days.
Happy hump day.
Huh?
Happy hump day.
What's that?
Wednesday.
It's hump day on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's the hump of the week to get over. Happy hump day.
Right, okay.
Never heard that.
No. Hump day. Well, you know, something new every day. That's kind of like took me out. You have to talk.
We're just on our way home. We just nipped out this morning. We're on our way home to do some prep work, which I can't really share on the vlog because it's not really interesting for you to watch. But we're making all our plans for the next 2 months, or we have been all week.
Oh yeah,
actually.
we have been, but it's now all drawn up, ready. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming, a lot. As you've seen, the wheel.
Yeah, Wheel of Fun. We introduced that on Monday.
So you've got the Wheel of Fun going on. So welcome
there is
everyone
a
to come
video
and play.
all about that.
And then you're gonna see more stuff coming.
There is something starting in the Facebook group Friday.
Yeah, I think it's Friday.
I think it's Friday. We're going to start that in the Facebook group.
Yeah, Friday. So you'll see us talk about that next month, or is it we going to talk about this on Thursday? I don't know.
I don't know yet.
We don't know yet. And there's something
I don't know
else
what we've
coming.
shared and what we haven't. There's lots of exciting things coming.
Yes.
And are we vlogging in March?
That's up to these lovely people.
Do you want us to vlog in? We're thinking of vlogging in March. Let us know what you think.
It's up to you. They would love a vlog in March, just because there's so much stuff coming. I can't wait to. Because you know me in sequence. There's something coming. It's involves of no. Yeah, you can hear a humming. It involves something like that, but it will involve Advent. But don't worry, we're going to get to know all that when it comes. It's on the list of what's coming.
Yeah, that'll be a video that comes out probably next week about the Advent, because the Advent starts next month, so we'll do a standalone video for that.
So keep your eyes out for the Advent video, because there's something very special coming that we're doing this year for Advent. So all I'll say is good luck.
So we will vlog in March if we have 20 people say.
Yes.
No,
Oh no!
It's got to be
20 people.
On the spot, Danny.
On the spot. You can't. That can't be it. On the spot.
No, I'm saying I put you on the spot.
Don't make me feel all like that.
You've got to say.
I don't know. I haven't got.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and you've got to be able to spell it as well.
Wow. Someone doesn't want to vlog in March.
I do want to vlog in March. So 20 people have got to say that. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And if we get 20
it's got to be in the comments.
It's got to be in the comments.
Yes.
If we get 20 of them, we'll do March vlogs.
So if you don't know how to spell it, don't worry. Just wait for someone who spells it properly in the comments and comment.
You are such a cheater. I would totally
I would do that because I can't spell it.
I can't spell it either.
So whatever she said, because I don't know I can't say it.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilistic.
XP.
Alidocious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when Joey speaks French. Je m'appelle.
Well, I can speak a little French. We're going to go into that.
So yeah, 20 comments saying the word of the week.
But if you do go and put that there, that's quite funny. So I'm just saying. I get what you mean.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
So on that wonderful, beautiful note, people, because we're about to pull into our lovely little place where we live. Stay safe, everybody. Take it easy. Catch you in about 30 seconds anyway. And don't forget, keep an eye out, because there's so much good stuff coming. Trust me.
We're excited.
Stay safe, everyone. Bye now.
Bye. It's now much later in the day. I've got this. I love this jumper. This is the Waffle Sweater by Stephen West. And I absolutely love it. The problem is now it's far too big for me. When I made it, I did a wider neckline. And at the time, it was a lovely fit. Now, I have got a vest on underneath. Now, it just constantly falls down. And it's, I mean, look, it's, my arm is there. Look how big that is. I think I need another one. I mean, I really can't, because you're all at me to make Danny a cardigan. So I really could not warrant casting on a jumper for me. But I absolutely love it. It's just, you can see where my arm is in the light. It is so big. That's my arm there. It's got to the point that it's actually uncomfortable because it's just so big. And I like an oversized jumper, but this is another level of oversized. So all I'm doing is constantly straightening the neck. But I do really like it. I think I made it last year. Anyway, I've come on to show you some progress. This is the Screen Porch Shawl by Pearl Soho. This is the thing that brought back my knitting mojo. Oh my word, isn't it gorgeous? And I am loving this. It's definitely taken a while because you start off with the largest stitch count and then decrease down. So it's definitely taken a while in these early rows. It comes in, it's a free pattern, it comes in 2 sizes. I'm doing the smaller size, but I really, really like it. This is the yarn that had a bit of a bleeding issue, shall we say. So I couldn't use it in the shop. But when I wash this, I'll know to completely wash this on its own because it is bleeding pink. So it's fine. It's not coming off on your hands or anything like that. It's just when you're washing it. Sometimes what I've noticed is it depends how strong the solution of the wool wash that you use, if it makes the yarn bleed. But that's not a case with this. It's just bleeding, and sometimes that happens and there's nothing you can do about it. It's been back in an acid wash. We've done everything, all the usual tricks, and it didn't work with this. So this yarn I got 3 skeins of it. It's so pretty, honestly. It's so, so pretty. I'm going to make some socks. Depends what I've got. I think this shawl, needs 1.5 skeins. So I'm possibly going to make a musselburgh and possibly a pair of socks. With the second skein that I need to crack into on this, I reckon 1/2 skein left so I can knit some socks with it. And then my last skein, I'm going to knit a musselburgh. That's the plan. But yeah, this shawl has brought back my knitting mojo. It's all I want to work on. I've got an audio book on the go at the moment. Oh, I'll tell you what that is. Well, I can't. I'm on the phone. I'll have to write it on the screen. It's a free Audible book. Oh, it's brilliant. Stuart's got a hairball, if you can hear that. 1 sec. I think he's fine now. Right, so, yeah, it doesn't look like I've made a lot of progress, but I really, really have, because there was 179 stitches on when I started. You've got 1 decrease end. So, yeah. I'm about to go and start tea now. I just wanted to come on and show you that progress. I've been working on my cross stitch this week as well, but I'm going to show you that tomorrow so you can just see weekly update on that, because I don't want to keep showing it all the time when you're not going to see a great deal of progress at the moment. It's earmarked according to markup. Now the cat starts. According to markup, it is earmarked to be completed the first week of March. And I would really like it finished by the end of February, but I don't think that's possible. I'm not even at 50% yet. I'm 50 stitches away from being at 50%. I've just let the cat out and now I'm in a different position because now the dog's stolen my seat. Honestly. Yeah, I would like to get it finished by the end of February, but I don't think that's possible. I've still got about 20,000 stitches to go. But I am thoroughly, thoroughly enjoying it. The mouse is all done, barring 1 foot. The bird's all done. And a good half of the pipe is done. So I've got the rest of the pipe and all of the grass to do, which is all confetti stitching as well. So that's why I'm saying I might not be able to get it finished at the end of February because confetti stitching takes such a long time. But after I've done this one, I'm going to have a little bit of a break from the big projects, I think. From the big stitches, and just do a few small stitches because it's been thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyable, but there's a lot to do on it. So, yeah, right. Look, honestly, if you can see this. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? She just wants a belly rub. It's really dark as well in here because the curtains have got to be shut because the sun is like beaming in and it's just so warm. And my light's broken. It's on, but it's on the dimmest setting that I can that it does. So it's really hard to cross stitch without a light. So I'm struggling. I need to order a new light. I've had it about a year. I paid about £20 for it last year off Amazon. So it's done really well considering how much it's been used. But it's been brilliant. It's, hang on a minute. If I turn it off, it's going to go really dark, so I can't turn it off. It's been a really good lamp, and I'm pleased that I've had a good year out of it. But yeah, it's broken. So I need to replace my lamp. Anyway, I'm going to go make tea now, and then I'll probably come back tomorrow, talk you through what projects I've had done so far this week. Spoiler alert, I have stuck to no goals. I have stuck to my wheel of fun, and that has been about it, because my screen porch shawl has just called to me all week. In fact, it's been singing to me. It's like, come and knit me, come and knit me. And that's all I've wanted to work on. So I haven't hit my blanket goals. I have worked on my canal boat cal, but I'm nowhere near the goal where I wanted to be this week. But I'm going to talk to you all about that tomorrow, and I shall be back tomorrow to share some progress and let you know what exactly I have got done this week. Hello. Right, let me just get this set up properly. There we go. It's Thursday morning. It is 12:30, and I'm going to take the cross stitch out of the Q-snap to show you progress, because you last saw it Thursday last week. If you're a member of the Facebook group, you've seen it since then, I think. But I want to show you progress, so I am going to remove it from the Q-snap to show you progress. Let me just take the needle minder off it. This needle minder is amazing. Danny bought me it for Christmas, and it's from, I don't know where he got it from. But the magnet's so strong, you've got to be careful not to trap your fingers. Right. I could do with, no, I don't need to move the Q-snap. I just want to show you it. So I've hit 50%. And I'm extremely proud of myself, and that's okay to be proud of yourself. And I am going to show you. I can't see that, so I'm hoping that is all. Oh, look! I haven't seen it for a few days like this. Oh my word, I love it. Oh wow. Wow. When it's in the Q-snap, you just don't get to see it. Oh, I love it. Oh, let me show you again. Oh, look. Oh, I absolutely love it. So the pipe comes down here a little bit, goes down. I'll show you the picture. Let me just get the picture up. That is the picture. So I've still got a fair bit to go. Let me just calm the dog down. Right, she's stopped now. I've just popped it back into the Q-snap. Oh, I'm so pleased with it. Because when it's in the Q-snap, you just don't get to see it properly. And I don't remove it every day because I'm always worried about the Q-snap's quite tight, and I don't like to be pulling the stitches in and out if it's just in the same position. So pulling the Q-snap over them same stitches all the time. so I don't like to move it too much. I'm so pleased with it, I really am. So the plans today, I'm just putting my little, I got these from 123 Stitch. They are very good for just clipping around the edge of your Q snap. I'll show you it in a second what I mean. And just keeping the fabric in place. I really like these. Just like that. What was I saying? Yeah, it's 12:30. I'm going to try and get to knit group today if I can. At the moment I can, but things change really easily, so there's a chance I won't be able to if something comes up, but hopefully I can get there. I haven't made any progress this week on my squares for the My Yarny Corner blanket, but I've got bags of time. I don't need to be squeezing that in, you know, trying to get it done just because I'm trying to get it done. When I've got all month to do them, they don't take very long. But this, on the other hand, is just calling to me constantly. The problem that I've got at the moment is I would like to finish A Helping Hand by the end of February. And it's not because I'm trying to put this huge time crunch on myself. It's just a huge project. So it's always on my mind that it needs doing. So I want to have a time scale to finish it. So that is taking the majority of my crafting time. Any other crafting time that I get is going to this. It has just got my heart completely. This is the Screen Porch Shawl by Pearl Soho. I will show you a picture. No, I won't because it's not on here. I've memorised the pattern. It's only a 4-row repeat, so I've easily memorised the pattern, so I don't need the pattern. That's why it's not on my iPad. I think it's a skein and a half for the small size and 3.5 skeins for the big size. I'm doing the small size, and this is it so far. So you've got this garter section on one side, and you've got this eyelet section on the other side. And if you look here, you can see the eyelet section is getting smaller and smaller and smaller as you're knitting. So you cast on it's a triangle shawl, you cast on the largest amount of stitches and you decrease down to the smallest amount, which you can see. That's why this bit's taking a while, because there's a lot of stitches on. And these eyelets, you'll keep moving the stitch marker until your eyelets, you've got more garter than eyelet, and then you carry on decreasing and it's done. I don't think I've given anything away for the pattern. I've not given any numbers or what the 4-row repeat is, but that's basically it, and it is an amazing pattern. I will link it in the description box below, but it's really had my heart this week, and I found myself doing a little bit of cross stitching and then thinking I really want to sit and knit on my shawl. So I have been doing, I said that last week I think, or earlier this week. I have. So if I go to knit group, that's what I'll be taking with me. And I've been working on my shawl, and when I've been cross stitching as well, and listening to the Bermondsey Bookshop on Audible. I think I mentioned it briefly yesterday, but didn't really explain very much about it. It's a free Audible, and I think it was about 10 hours, 12 hours listening time. It was quite a big book, but it's based on a true story. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's set in sort of East End London, around where all the dockers live. Obviously it's historical, and it's about this girl, and her mother has died, and her father wants to make his money, so he leaves her in the care of his sister, who treats her appallingly and is horrible to her, and she's kind of left to fend for herself, and it's her life. It is such a good book. It really is. I'm really enjoying it. So I've been listening to that a lot while stitching and knitting. Yeah, I've just really been enjoying it. It's utterly gripping. I love it. So that's kind of what I've been doing this week. I've been keeping up with my 20 minutes a day on my At It 24 Cal, but I'm not going to try and finish that. Sort of once my 20 minutes a day is up on it, I'm going to put a bit more time into my shawl, because I do want to finish that. And I think so far that is everything. I think that's all I've got to share. I wanted to share the cross stitch because I'm so proud of it. I know that not all of you cross stitch, but you know, this is what it is on the crafting channel. It's all the things that I've been getting up to, and cross stitch at the moment is a huge part of my life, so I'm going to be sharing that as well. But yeah, it's just fabulous. So I'm going to go just now, but I'll be back in a little bit.
Going to knit group. Although I am just wondering why I have not put a coat on. May not have been a wise move. It's not that cold at the moment, but it will be when I come out. So I've got my Pearl Soho shawl with me. I'm going to work on that for a little bit. Go and see how the ladies. I haven't seen them since, I think I went the first week back after Christmas, and that was it. So I'm going to go see those and have some fun. Trying not to spill my coffee though. I've had to open the lid on my coffee because it's really hot, and I've got a terrible habit of taking a drink of coffee and it's mega hot. So I've opened the lid to let some cold air get to it. So I'm trying not to spill it. Sun's out. Oh, feels much warmer than it is. Right. I'm nearly there, so I'm going to go. I'll speak to you all in a bit.
It is now 4:10. I've been working on the shawl. You're not going to be able to see much of a difference from what I showed you before I went. It's because it's long. It's long and there's not much on it at the moment. But oh my word, I kept squishing it at knit group. It's just, oh, I love garter anyway. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? So, been working on that. I need to start thinking about tea. I don't know what we're having for tea yet tonight. Haven't a clue. And do you know what? I'm sick and tired of thinking for meals every single night forever. I really am. I ain't got a clue what to have tonight. These are the kind of days where I wish I was rich and had a personal chef that would just provide me with my food, and I don't have to think about it. I just, oh. So I'm pleased I've got some knitting done. I'm very cold as well. It was lovely to see the ladies again. It feels like it's been so long since I've been. I think I've missed 3 weeks, which in all the time I've been going to knit group, I don't think I've missed that long at all. Oh, one sec. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. So tonight I am going to do some cross stitching. Luigi's going to help me by the sounds of it, by the looks of it even. And that's about all my plans are for tonight, I believe.
No, football.
Oh, we've got football on. I take that back. We have football on. We're watching football. So, we'll be watching football tonight. We have no plans for the weekend. We've got Harry Bob's this weekend. So, my weekend forecast is crafting with a chance of cleaning. I think. What do you think, Lugs? We'll get you into crafting. Hey? You're a good boy. So, have a lovely week, everybody. Whatever it is you're doing, I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous week. Don't forget, my TV's about to turn off. don't forget that next week we will put a video out all about the Advent. If you are a member of the Facebook group, I will mention what that is here because it might be a little bit difficult to write out in the posts. I know that not everybody does Facebook, but we're going to be running a weekly post on Facebook starting on a Friday. So the first one will go up tomorrow. And if you put a project in, it's one project per person per post. So once you've entered once for that project in, then you won't be eligible until the next. You'll only get one entry is what I mean. Unless you do multiple projects, then you'll get multiple entries. Put a project into the post using 50% My Yarny Corner yarn. The post will stay up for a week. On the following Thursday, comments will be turned off and we'll go through the comments and all the people that have entered, will put the names into a hat, and we're going to do that every single week throughout the month. And then on the 1st of March, we will draw winners to receive a skein of yarn. And we're going to run that on the Facebook group every single month. So if you are using My Yarny Corner yarn, you can enter it into the Facebook post. So there will be a weekly post, so it's, you know, you can. It's more so we can easily keep track rather than having it as a monthly post, because then you get a lot of comments. It's so we can easily keep track and it doesn't get lost in the feed, although it will be pinned to featured. So you go into the Facebook post, add your projects that are 50% My Yarny Corner yarn, and then you'll be entered with your name in a hat. And then the following Thursday, we turn the comments off for that post. We put a new post up on the Friday, so you've got a clean slate. You can go again. And we take all the names, put the names into a hat, and we'll do that each week. And at the end of the month, we'll pick a name out of the hat to win a skein of yarn. And we'll just keep running that on Facebook. And I just thought it'd be a really fun way to showcase some of My Yarny Corner yarn. Because I try to knit as fast as I can, but it's not always possible to showcase the yarn. So it's a good way, it's a good promotion for us, that's what I'm saying. So it's not just about, although we love doing giveaways, it's a good promotion for us as well. So we do have a bit of a reason for doing it. I'm going to be totally honest about that. But it is, like I say, it's good promotion for us, and hopefully it's something nice for you as well. It is only on Facebook, and I'm really sorry, I'm just not using Instagram. I stopped using Instagram when Instagram started only showing me posts that had a lot of likes, and it goes against every fibre of my being. It really does. I like to see the posts from people that I follow, not just the ones that have got the most likes. And I had a huge problem with that. So when that started happening, I started using Instagram less and less. And it's now got to the point that I just don't use Instagram. I'll occasionally put something on a story if I'm wanting. I usually do it with cross stitch, and it's usually because I'm doing something by a designer that I think is really, really good and I want people to see it. So I'll share it on Instagram, and that's usually the reason. But I'm not feeling Instagram, and I'm not going to force myself to feel Instagram. I know some people have some problems with Facebook. My Facebook, I only follow knitting, crochet and cross stitch. And anything I don't like, I just don't join the group, or I press the little cross and it disappears. My feed is just what I want it to be, and I find it a little bit easier to control. And that's just my personal opinion. We've all got our own personal opinion. Some people much prefer Instagram and don't like Facebook, and some people don't like social media at all. So, you know, it's just my personal opinion. So I'm really sorry it won't be on Instagram, but that's the reason. If I follow, that's why I like the Facebook group, because I get to see everybody's posts. Sometimes I don't see it straight away because Facebook doesn't always bring it to the top of the feed, so I don't always see it straight away, but I always catch it within a few days, and I manage to, you know, comment on everybody's thing. And that's what I like about Facebook. So yeah, that is on Facebook, and it is Facebook only, so I do apologise for that. But we do lots of giveaways on the channel as well, so I don't think it detracts from the fact that we do a lot. We've just had birthday bonanza. We do a lot on the channel as well, and we will continue to. Sorry, a call went. So yeah, that is running on Facebook, and that will start tomorrow. And I think that's everything. So I'm going to go. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. I will be back next week for an Advent video, and then the Crafters Log will be back on Friday. And don't forget, if you want to see March vlogs, you've got to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in the comments. And if we get 20, then we will do March vlogs. Have a fabulous week, everybody.